Hello, and welcome back for another video today. Today we're going to be going through a blueprint build. Now I started this a couple of weeks ago and some of you really liked this and I got a lot of positive response from it. So we're going to be looking at another house today. This one's going to have a little bit more of a modern style to it, but it still has like some industrial components mixed in. Okay, so I think the shape of this one's going to be a little bit more straightforward. First of all, we have like this big kind of square space. And we have a little bit of a bump off for the entryway right here. And then we have like a wraparound. So I'm thinking about like this, maybe? Then we have like a big rectangle that goes toward the back like this. Okay, so this is meant to be the front porch area. I might have to bring this back just one more tile. I think this lot's definitely big enough for this house, but it's not going to leave a lot of room for landscaping and things, but that'll be okay. It doesn't have like a lot of landscaping outside. And honestly, we could just kind of move the entire house over the edge of the lot. We'll see how that works later when we do the exterior. So we have a bedroom space about right there. I'm going to make the walk-in closet kind of small because we don't really need that functionally in the house. And I think we can kind of make up for that with the bathroom space. So it shows that we have a pretty big laundry area. I would maybe make this a 3x3 or so, which means maybe we could have the walk-in closet go that big. And then it shows like a half bath situation in the back right here, which would be perfect for this. I'm wondering what I should prioritize because technically I could easily put like the vanity here and have the toilet be right there and then just have the bathtub be here for the master bath. But I really want to stick to the floor plan, so maybe we do have the closet be pretty large. I think we can work with this. I think that's it. I think we have the floor plan for the most part. And now that I see it, I do feel like everything maybe needs to extend a tile to make this living space just a little bit bigger. And then we'll push the house back just a little bit more too. So essentially we just have one big roof piece that's slanted and then we have like the wraparound porch roof piece. So let's start with the half gabled and we just need to get the angle of this right and then it'll be kind of like two separate pieces that will line up after. So it doesn't seem to be that steep of a slope. I think even slightly lower. One more notch. I think that's pretty good. And then what we'll do is we'll copy and paste it right here and drag it across to right there to where the edge of the porch is. And then we'll drag this all the way back. So very simple roof line for this house. And honestly, now that I see this piece, I might drop this down just one more because that's a little bit tall. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Okay, so now we'll grab our half-hipped roof piece, put this over here, drag it, drop it down. Then we'll copy this, rotate it over here, drag it all the way down. Now, I do think I'm going to take a half gabled. That way we don't have the weird line right here, and it makes it look smoother and it matches what we get in the actual build, and then we'll pull these out. And then I just need to bump the even because it doesn't show it hang over on the actual house there. And it actually does on this side, interestingly. So we're going to pull it out a little bit more over here. And our roof is done. Yay. Also, I think I'm gonna make it shorter wall height. We do not need it to be that tall. And that makes this look a lot better too. So they have some nice industrial double doors leading into the entrance. I think I'm gonna go with these just because they are more modern looking than the Get to Work doors. With the golden doorknobs, it's kind of weird. So we're gonna go with this even though it has a window above it. We need more sunlight. There's nothing wrong with that. We're gonna go with these Love Struck windows. Yeah. That's more the vibe. However, I do think the businesses and hobbies windows for this part up here would match pretty well. They have 4 right here and then they skip a little bit and they have like 2 around there. I might scoot these over just a smidge. And now I might make this a sliding door. This in the floor plan is a sliding door on the side, I think. We're gonna go with island living on this one. Those are great because they go the full height, which is exactly what's in the picture. So that looks really nice. I think that works well. And then what I'll do now that I can see it more clearly is that these are lined up with that down there. And that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This looks a little too wide, but again, proportions on floor plans, they're not going to be the same. So that's still centered with that there, and I think it works fine. Now over on this side, we just have a few smaller windows. So shockingly, or not shockingly at all, we don't really have just plain glass panes that are small enough. So we're just going to use these tall ones that we have around the other parts of the house, and I think it'll be fine. And I'm just guesstimating where these are going necessarily because I'd have to look in the floor plan to know exactly what's going on here, but I know that these are like in the kitchen though, and the cabinets are gonna cover those up. We can't put those like that. Oh, okay, well we have this. So this could work for the kind of 3 window situation we have in the kitchen. And again, we'll figure out the exact placement of that. I just want to put it so I don't forget about them later. We ran into a similar issue in the last blueprint build we did with this type of paneling, and I'm just gonna use this, I think, from Businesses and Hobbies. It has the same aesthetic. There are a few other options with vertical paneling, but it's like not the right vibe. It's very grainy with the wood, and it's just older looking. And then we'll put our roof trim on. And then if you look under the roof line, there's kind of like this wood. We can't necessarily do that on the roof pieces, but it's also under the porch. So I'm going to go ahead and place this here, which looks a little weird, but it is supposed to be that based on the picture at least. Okay, I think I'm gonna opt for this eco lifestyle one instead. At least for now. We need to figure out the wooden columns that we still have outside. So the only other one I can think of is if we used Horse Ranch, which maybe that's better. It's not as bulky and it's still like a wooden color. You know what? Let's do that. I'm not mad about that. Just to keep it a little more simple looking. I think that looks better. It's like a grayish hue to it anyway. And then even though it's not in the pictures, maybe we could just expand this because it just looks really weird. Yeah, I think that just makes it look a little bit more finished. And then it's on a very slight foundation, just like one step up. Okay, so now I'm working on the vaulted ceiling aspect. So in order to keep that part open and this part not, I have to close it off. And then from the inside, we should have like a nice vaulted ceiling look. And we even have it in the entryway here. So that's pretty cool. I think it's gonna look cool. Now, we can't change the color of this, unfortunately. It has to be whatever the exterior is. So we're gonna have to overlook that, but you know, everything else is kind of light colored and whites and grays and things. So maybe it's nice to have a little bit of a darker accent in the ceiling. Now we do have this mudroom space, and I think I'm gonna lean into using Dream Home Decorator for this. And that's because we can get these all the way across. And then on top of that, we could do a modular shelf that clips to the top. It does have a glass covering on it, but it gives us the same vibes that we're wanting. And then this is all pretty much solid white. We do get this grayish wood tone, so maybe we could use this that combines the two. So it's not completely solid white, even though it kind of still looks that way. And then we also have this kind of gray tone flooring. I promise y'all this is gonna be better than the last house. It's not gonna be a millennial gray. It's still kind of neutral, and I feel like that's just what designers do. We're powering through. Okay, so it's kind of weird, but island living works really well. They're not the straight panels necessarily where it's all the way down, but the style of this is pretty spot on color-wise. And then I'm just gonna put some like random baskets up here, kind of like what they have. You could even put like this little basket with blankets and pillows here. So it's not really a bench that we have. And we do have a little bit of green on this. So let's do the green with the blue. And that's kind of cute. And then we can just kind of put a couple of boxes down here too. And get a nice green and blue that we can do with that. So just some clutter, you know, a little bit of clutter like that what they have here. And then last but not least, we'll put some clothes in here. Now I get this is like for Horse Ranch vibes, but it is jackets. So we have a jacket hanging up in here. We could probably, we get like maybe that one with some blue just to have something hanging up there. It makes it look a little more finished. And right now I'm just gonna leave this light until I see something else that I can use. I think I'm gonna use this because we do have a white baseboard, and this is pretty much what I'm seeing everywhere. Okay, so now we're getting into the living space. Now, obviously we're not gonna be able to do a fireplace that's quite like this in the corner, but I'm thinking the new Businesses and Hobbies fireplace like this, we could rotate at a diagonal and have the same idea. Also, okay, I know I'm doing a lot with Businesses and Hobbies, but we have that kind of plain rug with Businesses and Hobbies that I think would work in here too, because this one looks like a plain white rug for the most part. Size it down, pull it up, and then we have that. So I think that works fine. And then we have a sofa. It's kind of small. Like, keep in mind, this is a 1-bedroom house. So it's not going to have a lot of seating and things like that. So it's more, it looks like a love seat with the width of the rug, but we'll see what we can get style-wise for in here. Since it has a blanket thrown on it, I would like to use one of the ones that has the blanket on it. Oh, we do have one with some blue blankets on it, kind of like in the picture, and I'm thinking that could work. This one's just too big. I don't like how big that is. I don't like the style of this. This has the thin armrests and kind of has the same energy, I think. It is patterned, but you know what? It makes it already less boring. This is already less boring, like design-wise, than the last one we did. So at least we have some pops of color in here. Now, I'm not sure we're gonna be able to get a coffee table that has a wood top with like metal leggings. Leggings? I don't think tables wear leggings, but they could. Okay, maybe this one could work because it has that industrial vibe to it and it has clutter slotted to it. And it's like kind of the same vibes with the metal framing. So this is probably our winner right here. And I think the base swatch is going to be the swatch to use because we still get that kind of brown tone to it, which is in the original. It is dark, like the framing is dark in the picture. Maybe we could have a little more contrast with that, so everything's not so light colored. And we do get like the wood right here that could play off of. Okay, and then we have curtains in here. Maybe the modern luxe curtains could work here. Of course, we only get the black curtain rod with the black curtains, which is kind of ridiculous. So compromise. We're gonna compromise on that, but I do think those curtains work really well in here. Okay, so we have our curtains up. This kind of makes me think of the life and death plant on the table. So I'm gonna go for that because it's kind of got the nice scraggly little, I don't know. It kind of goes with the same energy as that. Let's do this. So we have a little more pop of color somewhere. And then we have some magazines on the table. We can just put these there. This is like my go-to swatch whenever I do these builds. It's like we're building a house. That makes me think of HGTV or something like that. I'm like, I'm gonna stick with that. And then it does look like I have a scent thing right here. We want some smell goods, some sniffies, you know what I'm saying? So it looks like an urban scape of some sort. And I know we have some art that's like that. And it's the right shape and everything. So we'll kind of put this right here. And then we can use, where is it? This or that or that. Oh, let's use this one. Some similar types of vibes, you know? Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to move these windows over. So they're pretty much centered with this room, so that's where those are going to go. And then I know I used it in the last one too, but I'm probably going to end up using the latest new cabinets we got in the SDX drop because these are still kind of similar in vibes to what we got there, except we need white on white. Do we get white on white with black handles? I don't think so. So we'll put these across. We need this piece. So this is what we put here. Oh, so we do get white with black handles, but only for the uppers? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I'm just glad I wasn't imagining that. Oh, well, the base swatch is the black countertop. Okay, I'm feeling conflicted and I don't like it. We're gonna do this for right now. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. It's for the build. It's for the vibes of the build. We gotta do it. Then we have like a big silver refrigerator and it has the ice and water thing on the front. I'm almost wanting to try and use this from Parenthood, but I don't know. I don't know if we can make that work or not. I think I'm still gonna put this over into the corner, and what we can do is just have an extra counter here because we can use the space. We could definitely use the space. And our sink is not gonna be centered here, so we're gonna have to be a little bit more, you know, lenient on how exact this is going to be. And then we can do like a dishwasher, and this matches the fridge, so we can put that there. Okay, and then technically it's 4 bar stools, which we can fit. It's a little tight over here. We could get the shorter pieces. Okay, so we'll have that. That does leave it a little bit more open. Ooh, and these from Tiny Living actually kind of get the same aesthetic or vibe. And then before I forget, we do have the subway tile in this build again. So the SDX drop, it has the black grout as well, so we're just going to put that against the back wall. And then we also get like one of the small little cabinets above the fridge, so I'm going to put one of those in. And then it looks like we have another entryway over here by the fridge. It might need to be a little bit smaller. I think this one is meant to be on the smaller side. I think this one's probably the better of the two, and it needs to be centered because we're supposed to have counters, I think, on either side. So that's just fine. It's fine. We're doing the best we can with what we have. I'm a little distracted with that. We still need to put our stove top, so we'll put that there. And then I imagine that there is an oven here. We just can't see it in the picture, so I'm going to go ahead and give us one. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And then we do get the hanging kind of pendant lights. We have 2 of them over the island. I think these give us that same kind of aesthetic. So I'm just gonna put one on each end, or maybe we could bring it in slightly where it's on the half tile. like that. And then we can make those black, maybe. Why would they not give us just a black swatch of this? I really don't like what's happening with the lighting here because this looks like a completely different color. No idea why. Now I'm gonna put this. That kind of gives the same energy. In the picture, it looks yellow-orange. Maybe we could do yellow. We could do that. And then we'll put a little display here. I know I use this kind of a lot in the kitchen space. This is massive. But we can size that down and just have something on the countertop here. I might do something to tie in this color now that we have a little bit more. And then in the picture, we have a plate here. So maybe we can just put a place setting. Oh, let's not do that. Let's do the fancy place setting. Honestly, how nice would that be if you had this everywhere? I think that's cute. Let's do that. Oh, but we are gonna have a dining table, but if the dining table, which is empty, yeah, so we'll leave this here. It makes more sense to put it there since we had a plate on the island already. And then we have a coffee machine back here. There we go. We'll put that there. It takes up some space. Then it looks like we have like a jar over there. Let's just put like a jar of olives or something in this corner. Some decorative food pieces. I don't know about y'all, but growing up, my mom actually did that. We had at the top of our counters, our uppers, she had lined up all of her collection of these jarred peppers and things, and it was like just kind of like art in a way. So that's what that's making me think of. So we're gonna do that right now. And then it looks like we have some utensils by the sink. So we could just put a thing of utensils right here. I think that's good. Oh, maybe instead we could use this since it has a couple of things there. A little flower and a plant, and we could do like something like that. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Also, this is looking brown to me. Yeah, I didn't put the right color there that whole time. So if y'all were screaming at me, I don't blame you. So I think we're good with this space. So next comes the dining space. And then we also have a door over here. So I want to make sure that I'm putting doors where they need to be. Honestly, I'm surprised based on the doors that we have in the pictures here that we don't have a door like that in The Sims because I don't think they're that uncommon. And then for our walk-in closet, I think it shows a pocket door. Now we do get a pocket door type thing. It's not really a pocket door, it's just a sliding door from Island Living. So maybe we could use that door in here as an opening to get into the closet, just to give us a little something different. You know, I don't like using the same things everywhere. Now for the bathroom, I think it does the same thing. Yeah, there's a pocket door for the bathroom too. So maybe we can just kind of pop that on there too. So we can have a couple of those sliding doors. I know it's a little weird and funky, but I'm just trying to like use some different things and stick to the vibes of. Now back to getting to the dining space. We have this white frame with a black top. I don't think we have a dining table like that in The Sims, but I'm not claiming to know everything that's in The Sims. I do think a small square table like this is the best way to go though. Yeah, like I feel like this is fine. Like what if we just use this? And then to get some dining chairs, it's just some black dining chairs as well. We do have these from Backyard Stuff. Now I get these are not meant to be inside chairs, but the backs of them are so close. Oh, but we don't get black, so never mind. Why would we not get a neutral color like black and everything? That should be a given at this point. I feel like in this game that we should get black in everything. Black and white should be with everything, literally everything. Like there is no excuse for that. Also, it's just kind of weird that this is all black where everything else is not like that, but c'est la vie, that's what we have here. So either way, your sim can at least walk this way, even if they can't get around this. So it's all functional. It's gonna be fine. We do have flowers that look so similar to that, and I have no idea what pack they're in. So I'm gonna check individually. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. And I don't think I wanna use the black vase because I will. That's what's in the picture, but it does look good on top of the white, like little runner that's on the table. Maybe have them face more this way as we enter. Okay, and then I almost overlooked it, but we do have a ceiling fan in here as well, which is pretty nice. Now, anything hanging off the ceiling is gonna look weird in here because we have a fake vaulted ceiling. I mean, it's not fake. You can see that it's vaulted, but you know, like lights don't automatically go up to the roof piece. The Island Living pack is surprisingly coming in handy on this build. Ugh. Yeah, this light color. That's fine. That's good enough. Now, next we have the bedroom. And now that I see the windows in the bedroom picture, I'm a little confused because from the outside, they did not look squared. But now that they look square, I might be able to do something with that instead. You really never know what you're going to run into when you're doing builds off of blueprints. It's pretty interesting sometimes. sometimes. It can be pretty annoying at other times though too. So we'll use these. That's not a big deal. And then this is making me think, we do have a couple of rugs like this. I was thinking of Love Struck. I know it's more scallop. We do have another textured rug that's kind of got a fluffy thing to it, texture to it, but I don't know if it's going to look right. Okay, actually it doesn't look as bad as I thought it did. I thought it had like a weird shape to it or something, like wrinkles in it, or okay, we can use that. Also need to bring the flooring in. There we go. Looks way better. So all we need is a little bed. Ooh, the Dream Home Decorator bed kind of matches the vibe in here, I feel like. If we can get a color that matches. Like got a grayish wood, that could work. What if instead, I can't do it. I want to do like at least the yellow because it gives us a pop of color, but I can't do it. I try to match the pictures the best I can. Oh, let's try this. That gives the same type of vibes. I feel like it looks very big, but all of our nightstands I feel like in this game are too big. Ooh, they actually come in like the brownish tint too, and that matches the bed a good bit. So let's do that. And then we just have like these plain ugly white lamps, and if it's ugly, I think we're gonna find it in The Sims. I know we have some lamps that are kind of similar vibes. That was really mean. I maybe should not have said that. We get some really nice stuff in The Sims too. Let's do a swatch check. So there's that. Yeah, let's just go with these. Maybe I can size them up. Might use a little bit of tool mod here, just a little bit. Maybe like a 1.2 situation, just to make them a little bit bigger. I'm used to using tool mod to make things smaller. Okay, so we have that, and then we have an ottoman at the foot of the bed, and at least we do get some ottomans in this game, which is nice. Would we like more? Of course. It would be nice to get kind of like a classic ottoman like this. Let's use the life and death one. Gosh, this is turning into another millennial gray, isn't it? Now we do get a ceiling fan in here too. So just for the sake of matching, even though it's not the same, we don't get a ceiling fan like that in The Sims. So I'm just gonna put the same one in here. And then we have like a nice kind of naturescape painting over the bed. Ooh, what about this one? There we go. That could work. I might size it down just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's cute. I think that works. And then we can get our little plant over here. I like the texture and the leaves on this one better. Okay, now I didn't think about this situation. Is that functional? I don't know. Could you just move the door over? Yes. So I'm not going to move it. It's not a big deal. It's really not that deep, y'all. Okay, so I normally would not put wood in my bathroom, but I'm not in control here. Clearly, I'm a better designer than the person who designed this. I know we're using it everywhere, but like, it works. Now, we can't do the sink centered on the two vanities. And then there's like a linen closet here. I might even think, since we still have the toilet, maybe we just do one countertop and put a linen thing here to hold our stuff, and then have the toilet, and then have the bathtub over here. It actually might be a shower. Yeah, it's a shower. So it's a shower. So we can do like a little Love Struck shower here, a Love Struck action. And it looks like it's the same tile as in the kitchen, or at least somewhat similar. So we're going to put that in there. We'll have that. And I'm just going to put this in the bottom because I can tell it's a white floor. Then we can put the Love Struck shower head and get our little light in there, and we're good to go. Now for our toilet, I'm thinking we can just get a nice toilet like this. And I know we don't have any nice looking sinks like this, but we're just gonna use this, and we're gonna get over the fact that it looks like it's still from the 70s or 80s, because we can't really do anything about that, you know? And then we have like a nice big square mirror in the bathroom. It's like a shiplap, and it's only around this. So it doesn't even go over to where the toilet is, which is interesting. And it stops behind the linen cabinet. So let's see what we can do with this. If we have a wood paneling, which we do from Spa Day, lucky us. So we're just gonna, I guess, do that. Oh my gosh, that looks so bad though. It does make the shadow in here kind of weird, but we have this from Life and Death, which is nice and fancy. And we can put that right here next to our vanity. And we do have a light that should go over the mirror, which means I might need to change the mirror so it's flatter against the wall. Yeah, what if we did something like this? It's still rectangular. This would look really cute in here, but I can't do it. And then we need a wall light that goes over the sink. I can't tell exactly what type of lights they are. Oh, maybe we could use these sized down. And then we have like a little hand towel over here on the wall. Then we have some soap. We can't put as much on the countertop because we don't have like the space for it. So I think this is gonna be fine as is. Oh, in this picture, there are glasses. I can see glasses on this. They look brown. So maybe, oh, those are sunglasses though. Oh, there we go. We'll use that. I think there's also like a magazine or something. So let's just put like a small stack of magazines here. I could just kind of leave it open on the top like that. Let's do that so it's not like a closed off room. Why not? This makes this look even worse though. Because it's like, why is this one tile something different? Okay, I'm gonna take the liberty. I'm gonna change that because that's just kind of weird to me. Okay, so I made a difference here, added the counter right here, and then put this from Dream Home Decorator just to get the vibes a little bit more accurate for what we were going for. So I think it looks a little bit better. Then comes the closet space. Now this is purely white if we were to do this. We're gonna make this a super grand closet because why not, considering that it takes up so much room in the house. And now we do have businesses and hobbies, so we can like add some extra clothing that we usually don't have. I know some of this is high school year stuff, but it is what it is. Like we're doing the best we can with it. So let's just kind of go through, change some swatches a little bit. Sorry if you can hear music because I have a lot of inconsiderate people that live around me. If you're on my live streams, you know, I bet you it's that Beamer. The guy driving the Beamer always thinks he's cool, I guess. And then we can like put some of the dress clothes folded up and use some of the other swatches on that. And then we can get some shoes to put in some of these other little places. And then we can even get us a little laundry hamper to put somewhere. Like we could put it right here by the door. I'm gonna leave it brown because that's what they have in there. So now we're gonna move over into the laundry room space. Now, interestingly, from the floor plan, you can see that there is a water heater and a furnace in this section here, which we do have a water heater. That's kind of like a cute thing, and it's right here by the shower, so that makes even more sense that it's there. Now look, I get it. Modern furnaces do not look like this. They kind of just look like gray metal boxes, but it has a pipe that goes into the wall, and I guess it's just a fireplace, but we can pretend a little bit, and I'm gonna say this is a furnace that we keep here and we turn it on to heat the house. So that's what we're doing. And then it actually shows another sliding door for this. So we're going to put that there. Now, I think what I'm gonna do here is kind of similar to what I used in the kitchen, and then we can get our washer dryer right here. Now, I get this is like a wall light, but it's kind of the same vibes with the glass and the plant hanging on the wall. I think it's cute for a laundry space. Now, when it comes to the artwork, I'm thinking maybe we could get like cats and dogs would be an interesting one to put in here. And I like this with like the little naturescape. And then we have the hamper from Eco Lifestyle with the blanket inside of it. It's like a little basket. We can pretend like these have been cleaned or something. And we set them up on the countertop. Let's put like some soap. We need our detergent on here. We'll do the green. They like to put magazines on some of the most random things, I think, sometimes. They're just like, I don't know what to put here. Let's just put some magazines. You know what I'm saying? So we'll put some magazines there. They have like a lantern. So we can put a little lantern. And then they have like a little decor piece here. What if I just put one of these candles? Maybe we can use this one instead. Like, I feel like that's kind of cute. And then they have like some towels. We don't have the space to put something like that in between the washer and dryer, but we could put some fresh towels on top of it. And then I think that's pretty much it for the laundry space. Then we have our bathroom. Now, interestingly, they do not provide a picture of the half bath that we have in the back. So I'm just gonna kind of keep the same vibes that we had in this bathroom to put in here. So they have the toilet right here, and then they have like a vanity space in this corner. And then we're just gonna kind of copy paste a little bit. And you know what? We could even grab the shiplap and then just put it as an accent on that back wall right there. I love how that's considered an accent. And then we could even take another swatch of this painting and put it over the toilet, like maybe that one. I'm sorry, but I am giving us toilet paper even if it's not in the picture. Why they wouldn't give us toilet paper, I have no idea. And we could not see this wall, but I'm gonna pretend like there was a gallery art wall in this house because it needs a little something something, and I think that's like perfect just to give a little more flair to the room. And it kind of matches the muted colors we have with the blues, yellows, oranges everywhere. So I say everywhere, but like on the sofa, basically. So now it's time to head outside. It's literally all concrete right here. We have pavement right here, and it kind of curves down to meet this. And so when it meets, it's just not gonna look very great. You can tell that they're different. So I am just gonna take some additional liberties And we're just gonna bring this path down. I'm gonna go ahead and put this as the floor there. Now we do technically have like a little 2-seater right by this door, which isn't necessarily going to fit. We could try to do something similar though. Like I could put a chair, and then from the other side, we have a couple of rocking chairs with a table, and I'm surprised they're not centered. That's a little weird, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's do the one with the pillow because that does, I don't know. This does kind of match the style better on the backing. If you took the pillow away. We have a fun little accent table that's round. Now, I don't think we're gonna be able to find something quite like that. It does make me think of the paranormal. Oh, this one could be fun to use too. Could put that out there. But I was thinking of this. It almost gives me those vibes. And then it has like a nice little decor piece. I'm thinking horse ranch for that. One of those cute little, yeah, something like this going on there would be fun. It might look a little weird, but the tulips, the pink tulips is making me think of the barrel. This kind of looks like the plant in the corner over here. I could size that down. And we do get some pink ones. I think it's just this one. Yeah. So that can work there. And then they're over here as well. So that's kind of cute. And then we also have this one, which could work as well. So we have a couple of good options for the plant that goes in this corner. Like sized down, this could go there, or this could go there as is. Or what could be interesting is combining the two. That's what we're gonna do because that's like giving us the best of both. I think if I can raise this up just a little bit, and I think that's fine because we can have some undergrowth. So that works fine with me. And then we have like these little orange plants that are kind of spread around. We could put one like right here. We could get one of these and put it on the other side right there. And then we have one over here. And that's what they actually look like, are the snake plants, but I didn't want to use the same plant everywhere. Okay, and then the only other thing that I'm seeing is we get these lights, the barn lights. Oh, maybe we use those. I think that's more the vibe. So we'll put that on either side. Yeah, that's nice. We're even like matching the lighting, surprisingly. Look at that with the curtains over the edges of the windows like that. That's pretty impressive. I'm pretty happy with the way this is coming along. So that just basically leaves landscaping. So it looks like they use some crepe myrtles, which I don't think we have crepe myrtles in the game. Okay, so we definitely like have some lavender vibes. I'm just trying to pull some plants as I see them. And then we need some yellow flowers. And then we need like a really small, just kind of green plant. So we can put these here. And then we have like some lavender. And then we have, I don't know, we're gonna have to find like a little bitty tree or something I can size down fairly easily. Oh, what about this? Oh, I think I like that better than the fern. Yeah, okay, we're gonna switch these out. We could use this as the plant on the other side of the tree over here. And then maybe this one. And then we have these in this area. They just need to be sized down a little bit. This almost looks like these in a way, but I don't like the way those look. Let's use the delphiniums sized down. I love hollyhocks, but it looks more like the delphiniums. So we'll kind of tuck it in so we get the same kind of look, like it's curving right here. And I'll do that with the terrain paint too. And what we can do is just put the mailbox right here. Then we have these little lights. They're not little, but I'm making them little, and we can put these around. Let's change the window. I forgot about that. Whenever we change these, let's go ahead and put this here too for the bathroom so you just can't see directly in. And so for this side, we'll put another lavender bush here. And we have a couple of these. I love how in these renderings, they literally put plants all the way around the house. And we kind of have like these purple flowers here. And I'm just gonna size it down and put the hollyhocks. And then we have these nice red bushes, something like that. And then we can change that one to red. Kind of match the same energy on that. Grab this, I forgot to make it yellow. Okay, and then we have 5 more of these again. Okay, so I have the landscaping finished now. It's just a matter of getting the dirt placed and then we're pretty much done. Now it has this kind of wavy look to it. I'm not too focused on that right now. I'm gonna have it come out where it needs to come out. And then of course it's gonna look bad right here being on the edge of the lot, but oh well. Now I am going to put the white wood on this part. If you remember in the vaulted ceilings, it shows like this white paneling. I can't do that on the vaulted part, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the ceiling in here just as an ode to that. And just like that, we are finished. This is the front to the front entryway, the side yard. You can see on the outside, I just kind of finished up some of the landscaping. It's not really my taste, but you know, just following the picture exactly. It doesn't look awful, I don't think, but you definitely want to show it some TLC. Also, one small detail is it looks like we have some pretty wide eaves, so I'm going to bring those out just a little bit more. Okay, so now we can go inside and look at all of our hard work. So once we come in, we have this nice little entryway mudroom area. You can take your shoes off, do whatever. And once we come through this archway here, you can see it leads right into our kitchen, living, and dining space. So this is at a glance what that looks like. I really like the idea of the vaulted ceilings. I just wish we could actually accomplish that a bit better in The Sims. You know, unfortunately we can't, but I wanted to have the vaulted ceiling, and I liked having the windows up here as well. It would have been nice to have had a hanging light over the dining table, but they didn't put one, so we're not gonna do that. Would you buy this house as is? So once we come over here into the door, this is our bedroom space that we had. Again, it's got some funkiness with the shape and everything given the roofing, but that is how it is in the actual picture. It shows some kind of weird, wonky things. So, you know, we're leaning into it. I know it's not the best thing in the world, but we do have this door over here that leads to the porch as well if you wanted to come out. And then this is going to our big walk-in closet. And then once we come back into the bedroom space, we have the door to the bathroom over here. I'm a little confused why it's not like showing the wood paneling on the ceiling, because it's there. It's there. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. This is the bathroom space. It's a nice big bathroom, big shower. Once we come through the kitchen, we have our nice little laundry space in here. We have our furnace and our hot water heater. And then as we come through here, we have our nice little half bath, which honestly is kind of cute with the plants here you can see out the window. So that is the house at a glance. And despite it being a blueprint build, I used a tremendous amount of packs. I'm so sorry, but it is on the gallery if y'all want to play in it. I called it just modern blueprint build. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been pretty fun to go through these types of blueprints and see what's a little wonky with them whenever you try to rebuild them in The Sims. If you come across a blueprint and it has the rendered photos with some color, some nice furniture, feel free to share the links or drop that down in the comments below. I'd love to see what you would like to see me do. And you can catch my streams on Twitch and stay connected on Discord between uploads. I have those linked down below. And if you would like to support me and become a Soul supporter in the community, I would greatly appreciate that, and the link is in the description box for that as well. And if you missed the last blueprint build, you can watch that over here. With that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay? Bye. Y'all, I think the hardest part about these builds is just the style. I just don't like the style or the color options, but at the same time, I feel like it would take me longer if there are more colors.